YouTube, Garage for Us, back with another update on a 1988 LS swap box Chevy Caprice. All right, let's see what we got here that's new. I still haven't got the intake yet for the map sensor and stuff like that. I did start it with an intake, but that wasn't the right intake. All right, so I got the radiator. I just got it sitting in there right now. It's not fully intact. Waiting on the wire harness from BP Automotive so I can have the relay switch. I got the fenders back in. What else we got? We got the trans cooler, waiting on the fittings for that. They should be here tomorrow. They were supposed to be here today. Got the core support back in also. Got wires ran. They not all the way done, but they definitely ran. These my fan signal wires from the harness or the computer. I got the hoses here. If anybody need these part numbers, this the upper radiator hose. I want to say this radiator is a Camaro radiator. That's what I went with, was a Camaro radiator. I got the upper radiator hose and the lower radiator hose installed. We got a lot of stuff installed actually. I'm having trouble. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to tie my heater vacuum line in. If I could take that little tab off the back of the intake and see if I can show y'all this, the back of that. So it's a little tab right down here. See it? It's a tab right down there. And I'm not sure if I could take that off and tie my vacuum line into that or not. If y'all got any pointers with this, because this is an LS3 intake. Yeah, oh yeah, shout out to, well, I'll post their name in words for them giving me a deal on the intake. I paid roughly $400 and some for that intake with the fuel rails and the fuel injectors. Runs pretty good also. The coolant crossover, I got this just in here right now, but let me just show you. So I bent that just so I can have access to this here. I just bent that. Hopefully that works out. If not, then I'll just come up with something else. But it looks all right. I mean, I don't got it screwed in or bolted in yet, but it looks all right for the most part. It's a pretty clean install. Let's show y'all what a computer in the fuse box or panel is located. All right, so this is an E38 computer. Excuse the mess. I've been in here doing a lot of work with these wires. I wanted to put loom on it, so I put that wire harness tape on there. It's not behind there. It's not behind here. Where y'all think is at? If you guessed it, you right. It's right up above here. Let me see if I can show y'all here. All right. So here's my computer and transmission control module. It's Velcroed in there, so it's not going anywhere. It fits in there pretty good. You got just enough room for it if you're running the E38 computer. You got just enough room. I don't know about the earlier model computer. I don't know if that'll fit in there or not, but it fits right underneath the dash panel. Really good. Let me show you where's the fuse box. Gotta take a couple clips out of there. All right. The fuse box is located right under here. Get my finger in the way. It'll help with that one. One more clip. All right. So here's my fuse box right here. Real neatly installed. This is the top of that box I just took off. But Velcro, so it's not going anywhere. Also, you can pull it off. You hear the Velcro? That's up in there pretty good. Yeah, again, if anybody got any advice on that vacuum line. Let me show you the vacuum line. Cause I mean, I got this vacuum line on, you know, that goes onto the heater hose. I got that one on, but this vacuum line, and this is needed, it's mandatory. I'm not sure where I need to put that. If anybody got any pointers on that, it'd be highly appreciated. I had to pause it, but then my camera cut off. But yeah, if anybody got any advice on where to tie this one in, that I got a lot of knowledge on motors and stuff, but I'm not sure where I tie this in, because I'm not sure if I could tee that off into a vacuum port or not. But yeah, if y'all got some advice on that, it'd be appreciated, man. Y'all want to check out my fireworks stash? Yeah, we worth the red apple this year, and spent about $2 grand, so that's what that gets you. But again, for the most part, I'm getting there. Again, it's gonna take about a year and a half, maybe 2 years for me to finish it, because again, I'm gonna paint it, putting a rear end in it, Dakota digital, stuff like that. You know, make the car more modern instead of, you know, going with cheaper options. And that stuff expensive, man. That stuff expensive. The motor and trans, you know, I got that out of a parts car, but the rest of the stuff is really expensive. But it ain't no big deal. You just don't rush it. Shit, that's really what I'm not doing, is just rushing it, because I could spend all type of cash at one time into it, and I don't think that's the best option. I'm gonna wait till Black Friday, and you know, if I get $500 off that rear end, that's good to me, you know, because it's $3,000 for the rear end. I'm getting posi, you know, all that stuff. But again, that's a different video. But if y'all got any advice on this dang on vacuum line, man, give me the advice, man. I'll take that advice, because I'm not sure where I tie that one in there with the intake. And yeah, with that computer, I think that's a really good spot for it. Them E38 computers, them mugs, I mean, well, it's for later, later year 560, but 5348, whichever one you want to use. But them some good options, man. I don't know why people just want to go with that what is it, LS3 motors and stuff like that, LQ9 and stuff. This is 60 is basically a LQ9 too, if I'm not mistaken, because you know it's rec port heads, but it's a 2009 motor. So, but yeah, I don't know why people don't want to go through with that. I know that stuff is a little cheaper, because them parts come, you can get them parts anywhere for them motors. But these good motors too. And actually, this is a LY6, so it didn't even have AFM in it. I didn't even have to change the cam in the lifters and stuff like that, but I did anyways. I didn't change the lifters, I just changed the cam and the push rods and the springs. That mug sound good. Yeah, I think y'all heard, if y'all watched my previous videos, y'all heard it start up. It started up with no problem, actually. So I think I did a good install with that. So again, this garage for us, just with an update on the 88 Caprice. I'll show you this computer one more time. So this the dash panel. I got the dash panel loose because I just wanted to make sure everything was fitting right. And there's the computer and the TCM right under the dash with enough clearance, don't bother anything, not even in the way. You might could get that bigger ECU up there, I'm not sure. It might be pushing it, but you might could get that bigger computer under there. But that's a good spot for it, if you ask me. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Garage for Us. Don't forget to comment and subscribe. Again, people with experience on this LS, if you got any advice for this vacuum port, I will highly appreciate that. because as you can see, I'm trying to have stuff as neatly as I can, and so I can't button anything up yet until I can figure out exactly where everything is going. I got one more thing before we end this video. So when I took the harness out, and I done made a mistake, man, and I mean, it ain't nothing but a pin, because this compressor don't get anything but power and ground. But I done took the dang power out for that, so I gotta find another harness, depin that, and actually depending these harnesses is fairly easy. It's just a blue tab on it. Matter of fact, I got one I can show y'all. It's the harness right here. Okay. So this the bulkhead right here. Let me take this off. Give me just a second. So this the bulkhead. That blue tab right there, you just lift that up, and the pins they also like pushed in. So you just squeeze it with just a hair, and it'll come right out. So it's fairly easy. Matter of fact, I got a power wire here, but I have to have a connector and know exactly the spot where it needs to go. So that's why I just get another harness and then depin that one. Thanks for watching. It's about to thunderstorm here, so I guess I gotta end this video. But yeah, again, if y'all got any advice on that vacuum line, vacuum hose for the heater, I appreciate that. Thanks for watching. Garage for us. Tune in to the next video.